This $400 clay roof tile slashes AC bills by 70% forever. Why aren't we using it? For thousands of years, it cooled entire cities without a single watt of electricity. And it still works. The HVAC industry doesn't want you to know this old tile beats your $8,000 air conditioner. I'll show you 5 forgotten roof designs that quietly cut summer cooling bills by up to 70%. No solar panels, no heat pumps, no smart thermostat subscription. Just physics that builders have known forever. 2,000 years of knowledge that the modern construction industry has very carefully and deliberately forgotten about. One of these designs sits on top of Pentagon buildings right now. Another one was copied by NASA. And number 5 is the one HVAC engineers genuinely fear. Homeowners who install it never call repair again. Let me set the stage. Average residential cooling bills in the southern United States just crossed $400. In parts of Texas and Arizona, families are now paying $600 every single month for AC. The grid is straining. Rolling blackouts are now a normal July event. Refrigerant prices have tripled in years. Replacement compressors that used to cost $800 now cost $2,200. And it's getting worse. You are trapped. The modern American home is engineered around one assumption. You keep buying electricity forever. Keep replacing the condenser every 12 years. Keep paying whatever the utility company decides to charge you. Here is the part nobody tells you. Your roof absorbs about 70% of the total solar heat load. 70%. The walls, the windows, the doors combined barely add up to the rest of your home. Modern asphalt shingles, the black ones on almost every suburban home built since 1970, absorb intense heat. They are not just bad at reflecting heat, they are engineered to absorb and store it deliberately. A black shingle roof on a 90-degree day reaches 160 degrees Fahrenheit on the surface. That heat radiates straight down into your attic, into your bedrooms, and directly into your monthly wallet. And then, your air conditioner spends 8 hours a day fighting a battle the roof itself started. A 2,000-year-old fix solves all of this. It costs less than 1 month of your power bill. This is a low-tech solution hiding in plain sight, used for thousands of years across the world. Ancient builders in Persia, India, Greece, Scandinavia, and Yemen cooled palaces and temples without a single watt.
They cooled entire ancient cities using 3 physical principles that have not changed since the universe began. First, radiative cooling, where a surface dumps its heat directly into the cold sky above the building. Second, convective cooling, where rising hot air pulls cooler outside air in behind it through the structure. Third, evaporative cooling, where water turning into vapor steals enormous amounts of heat from whatever it touches.
Combine any 2 of these into a roof, and you get a building comfortable through a desert summer. No machine, no fuel, and no maintenance. Just pure physics. So why aren't we using this everywhere? The answer is uncomfortable. Around 1950, the American Building Code shifted towards sealed attics, asphalt shingles, and forced air HVAC. Why? Because the industry that sold those products lobbied hard for it. A passive roof has no service contract. A sealed attic with a 5-ton condenser has a service contract every single year. Follow the money. The knowledge was not lost, it was buried. And in 2026, with energy prices climbing every single quarter, that buried knowledge is the single most valuable thing an American homeowner can dig up right now. Design number 1 drops attic temperatures 40 degrees Fahrenheit by lunchtime and retrofits onto almost any existing house. Design number 1. The Persian double-skin ventilated roof. Picture 2 roofs stacked with a 4-inch air gap between them. The outer skin, traditionally fired clay or light terracotta tile, takes the full solar heat. It heats to 140 degrees. but that heat never reaches the inner roof because the gap between them turns into a working chimney. Hot air inside the gap rises, escapes through ridge vents, and pulls cooler air in from the eaves. This is convection doing the work of an exhaust fan, 24 hours a day, on free solar power. The inner roof stays close to outdoor shade temperature. The numbers from a tested Iranian village home are stunning. When outdoor air hit 45 Celsius, 113 Fahrenheit, the interior measured a steady 18 Celsius, 64 Fahrenheit inside, without an air conditioner, without a fan, without a single watt of electricity used. Retrofit cost is roughly $600 for a typical American home because you don't tear off the existing roof.
You build a lightweight standoff frame on top, add a reflective second layer, leave the gap open top and bottom, walk away. It pays for itself in one summer in any hot climate. Design number 2 uses water, endlessly. Design number 2, the evaporative clay tile roof. From India, southern Spain, North Africa, so simple it angers engineers. Tiles are made of unglazed porous clay. When it rains, the clay drinks water deep into its capillary pores. Next morning, when the sun hits, that water slowly evaporates out, pulling heat directly from the roof's surface. Every gram turning to vapor steals about 540 calories of heat. That's free physics doing work. Same principle that makes you cold stepping out of a swimming pool. Free water, free gas, free cooling forever. In Rajasthan villages where outdoor air hits 48 Celsius, clay roofs kept interiors 12 degrees cooler than outside. That's a 22 Fahrenheit drop with zero electricity. And here is the brilliant part. The system self-regulates. On humid days, evaporation slows, but you don't need cooling. On dry desert days, it accelerates when needed. One porous clay tile costs $3 in bulk. A full roof retrofit runs about $1,400 total. It pays for itself in a single summer. The HVAC industry cannot sell a service plan against a tile. Design number 3 looks ugly to modern eyes, but NASA copied it for one very specific, very smart reason. Design 3, Mediterranean lime wash cooling. For 2,000 years, Greek and Moroccan villages painted their roofs blinding chalk white. Tourists think it's just for postcards. It's not. Traditional slaked lime wash, called calce, reflects 96% of sunlight. But here's the part modern paint cannot match. Lime has emissivity above 0.9 in the infrared, meaning it doesn't just reflect visible light away. It actively radiates heat straight up into the cold sky, even when the sun shines on it. The night sky sits at minus 40 Celsius from a radiative standpoint. A lime-washed roof dumps its heat into that cold sink continuously, achieving what physicists call sub-ambient passive cooling. The roof surface ends up cooler than outdoor air in direct sunlight. NASA spent 20 years developing high-tech paint. They sell it for $50 a gallon. Real slaked lime, made from limestone and water, costs $3. You repaint every 2 or 3 years. It takes one afternoon, and the energy savings begin that same day. Design number 4 hides the entire cooling system inside the roof itself, and it's even more elegant. Design 4, the Scandinavian sod roof. In Norway and Iceland, farmhouses have grown grass on roofs for centuries. This isn't a hippie aesthetic choice, it is engineering. A 20-centimeter layer of soil delivers about 30 insulation. That beats a modern code-compliant attic stuffed with 6 inches of fiberglass batt. But soil does something fiberglass cannot.
It acts as a thermal mass buffer, absorbing the day's heat slowly and releasing it gently through the night. Interior temperature never swings more than a few degrees. Plants transpire water through their leaves all summer long. That works exactly like a natural air conditioner running on rain. Modern green roof studies measure the real effect. Interior summer temperatures run 8 to 10 degrees Celsius below uninsulated attic conditions. with no machine running. And the green roof lasts. Original Norwegian sod roofs from the 1800s are still fully functional today. No shingles to replace every 15 years. No flashing to redo. No granules washing into your gutters. The HVAC industry cannot compete against a layer of dirt that lasts 200 years without replacement. The roofing industry cannot sell you a new one every 15. So American building codes quietly ban it. They bury it under two innocent words: structural load. Design number 5 is the one engineers genuinely fear. Design number 5, the solar chimney thermosiphon roof vent. This is the climax design, the heavyweight here. It pushed measured AC bill reductions past 70% in real field tests. Imagine a simple black painted pipe, about 10 inches in diameter, running from your attic up through the very peak of your roof outside. Cover the south-facing side with a sheet of glass. That is it. The sun hits the black surface. The air inside the pipe hits with it. Hot air rises, exits the top, creates low pressure below. That low pressure sucks hot air out of your attic continuously, 24 hours a day during sunshine, and replaces it with cooler air drawn through soffit vents. The sun is powering its own exhaust fan. No electricity, no motor, no moving parts to break. This is called a thermosiphon, used for centuries. Modern testing on a single-story home in Phoenix, Arizona recorded attic temperature drops you will not believe. From 140 degrees Fahrenheit down to 95, just from adding one 12-foot solar chimney pipe. The air conditioner ran 40% less time. Stack this on top of the previous 4 designs. The compounding effect pushes total cooling load reduction past 70%. A simple do-it-yourself build is cheap. Black painted stovepipe, a tempered glass panel, metal mesh against insects, brackets, about $220. Now the real math, and why this simple, powerful solution has been hidden from American homeowners for decades. Let me put a number on what these 5 designs do together when stacked. The compounding effect is enormous. Stacking 2 or 3 is the historical norm in any pre-electric civilization. That's how we always built. Double-skin ventilated outer roof, painted with traditional lime wash, capped with a solar chimney exhaust. Combination 1. Green sod roof with porous clay tile accents and a thermosiphon vent. That is combination number 2. Either combination delivers between 60 and 75% reduction in measured cooling load, independently verified in studies. Academic research from Iran, India, Greece and Australia confirms these numbers across vastly different climate zones globally. Total retrofit cost on a standard 1,500 square foot American home runs about $1,200 DIY. If your cooling bill averages $400 per month across 4 summer months, that's $1,600 annually. A 70% reduction saves you $1,120 per year every single year automatically. The payback period is roughly 8 months. After that, the savings compound silently in your bank account. Over 20 years, those savings stack to about $22,000 in raw electricity costs alone, guaranteed. Add the avoided replacement of your central AC system, the manufacturer designs it to fail at 12 years. That avoided replacement saves another $16,000. The math here is not theoretical, it is brutal. Total 20-year savings roughly $38,000 per home. Per home. Stack ancient designs and reclaim everything. Now multiply that by every home in America. Hundreds of billions in cooling costs would simply evaporate. That number is exactly why these designs never made it into your building code. Follow the money.
In the 70s oil shock, the residential HVAC lobby spent enormous resources shaping the model energy code. Passive cooling provisions, crediting ventilated roofs, green roofs, and radiative coatings were quietly removed during committee revisions. Subsidies and tax credits were funneled into high-efficiency electric equipment, requiring grids, refrigerant chains, and trained service technicians. Equipment that locks the homeowner into permanent dependency exactly what the industry doesn't want you to know. A 500-year-old whitewash and a clay tile beat their $12,000 variable speed inverter on a hot July afternoon. But they do. And the data has been sitting in open scientific literature for 3 full decades. Forget about the next premium smart thermostat. Your real upgrade is a roof that thinks for itself. Powered by sunlight and physics, engineered by people who lived 100 generations before any of us.
If you have only one summer to act, start right now with design number 3, Slaked Lime Wash. Pick up a 20-pound bag of hydrated lime at any agricultural supply store for under $30. Mix it with water and a handful of salt for binding. Then apply 2 coats with a paint roller. Surface temperature drops the same day, and your AC runtime drops measurably within the very first week. Then layer in design number 5, the solar chimney, next spring, when temperatures climb back up again. If your roof is due for replacement anyway, consider clay tile or a partial green roof section over bedrooms. The compounding effect is what gets you to that 70% number. Do not rush it in one weekend. The civilizations that perfected these designs took generations. You only need one summer to start changing everything. One more thing to take from this video. The smartest cooling technology on Earth is not new. It is old. It was perfected where nobody could afford a wrong.
Weather guess. A mistake meant sleeping in 110-degree heat. Those people figured out the physics. Then we forgot, on purpose, because forgetting was profitable for someone else. The good news? Physics does not care about lobbying. A whitewashed roof still reflects 96% of sunlight. A clay tile still wicks water. A solar chimney still pulls air. The knowledge is free, the materials cheap, and the savings are permanent. If you found this useful and want more low-tech solutions the industry buried, subscribe. Next video, a zero-electricity refrigerator that kept food cold in the desert for 900 years straight. An American engineer just rebuilt one in his backyard for $41. Share this with anyone building a house, or renovating a roof, or quietly drowning in summer power bills. Want the full upgrade path to obsolete AC? Click subscribe. The next one shocked engineers and